Welcome to Carrie's Corner. Today I'm reviewing the Tamron 70 to 180mm f2.8 telephoto zoom lens. I've taken it to the Tulsa Zoo to shoot some pictures of the animals, and it should be pretty good for that purpose.
I shot this clip with my APS-C kit lens, which maxes out at approximately a 75mm equivalent. I just wanted to give you an idea of where a normal zoom leaves off, and the Tamron will pick up about where this leaves off because it starts as a 70mm. As you can see, the Tamron lens lets us get in quite a bit closer. We can pretty much fill the screen with a chimpanzee or two chimpanzees. Here we zoom in even closer. As you can see, the Tamron lets me zoom in close enough that I can fill the frame with the single chimpanzee. And here I've mounted the lens on my APS-C camera. The crop factor makes the lens equivalent to a 270mm lens at its widest point. It lets me really fill up the frame. And here we get in for a nice tight shot on this Arctic fox. I'll even zoom in a little bit closer. This snowy owl was sitting on a perch at the very rear of his enclosure, but the Tamron zoom range let me zoom in for a nice close look. Getting a close-up of these two long-tailed chinchillas was actually so easy I had to back off the lens, zoom out a little bit because it was such a tight close-up it was hard to keep them both in the frame. This clip of one of the zoo's bald eagles was shot through a chain link fence, but the magic of selective focus let me make the fence disappear. As I zoom in on this climbing toad, he's going to pretty much fill the screen, and the background will blur out beautifully on this. Diana monkeys are fast, agile, and they're a challenge for autofocus to lock on and stay locked on. The Tamron did pretty well, except for one little glitch where it lost focus. It was able to pick it up pretty quickly. This howler monkey was at the opposite end of his enclosure. but the Tamron lens mounted on an APS-C body had no problems reeling him in. Had no problems bringing this talkative fellow in close. Using the APS-C body let me get really close to this spectacled owl, and it let me throw the screen out of focus too. The penguins were out to play today, and the autofocus actually tracked them pretty well. On this clip, I zoomed into the maximum focal length and opened the aperture up to its maximum, which let me selectively focus on the snow leopards and make the screen in front of them completely disappear. Here's a brief shot of one of the snow leopards in its indoor enclosure. With the lens mounted on the APS-C camera, I actually had to zoom all the way out to keep the field wide enough to be able to track things at all. You can see they move pretty quickly. Here's another clip where I was able to throw a thick metal mesh completely out of focus. This was using the APS-C body. The lens has no stabilization, and it really benefits from in-body stabilization, as this next clip will show. This was shot with my A7 III, which does have in-body stabilization, and the clips are much smoother, much less jittery. All in all, I'm delighted with the Tamron 70 to 180 millimeter lens. It is good with video, particularly if it's mounted on a body with stabilization. I think it's a lot of lens for the money. Compared to its competition, the Sony G Master, it's half the price, 2/3 the weight, it's significantly more compact. As long as you pair it with a camera body that has stabilization, it's fine for video, and it is outstanding for stills, as these next shots will show.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please hit like, and if you'd like to be notified about future videos, please hit subscribe. If you'd like to see more technical information about the Tamron 70 to 180 millimeter lens, I've got a review up here for it. Thanks again, and bye-bye.